Hi everyone! So I just wanted to come in with another update. I don't know how everyone else is getting on, but my energy is really high and it has been for quite a few days. I did go through, I think I made a blog, like I went through a period of real pressure, had a lot of headaches. I felt really it was so intense, like clearing, not emotionally, but physically for like a week or two. And yeah, I'm so out the other side at the moment. I always hope that this will be the time that it'll be more maintainable, but it just feels like a brand new energy. Like it feels like, um, even though, of course, this is my journey and we all have our own unique journeys, like it just feels like there's a shift for everybody right now. That's how it feels. I'm just still in this like unions now, like anytime, like it almost feels like it's just like this real now feeling, and it's not, and it's like almost like a desperation, but it's not like a desperation from like how it was in the past. So it's like, oh, I need this. I'm sad without it. Like I really want it now. It's kind of like, wow, I just feel so ready and to enjoy this phase, and like I feel so full in myself, and it's like a positive expectation of like, you know, rather than that kind of desperate feeling. um I actually feel like this just today. I felt so, actually, like just before, I've been going over like a lot of the past, so I don't know if this happened for anybody else, but I've had like really crazy deja vus of like timelines that maybe I didn't even explore, like as in like they didn't happen, but timelines with those people and those interactions, like past timelines that how they might have worked out in the future. Been having a lot of deja vus. I've like had scenes and feelings. I don't know if anybody else feels like they jump timelines, but I've had that a lot on my journey. And I've been feeling a lot of past ones. And yeah, but just really like high, like, and oh, my right eye has been twitching a lot lately. And I actually feel this, today I felt this heat inside of me, and it just literally felt like I was on fire inside. Um, it kind of just felt like in a union, and like an alchemical internal process, and like it's still kind of there now, and it's really hard to explain. I don't know if anyone else has had it, but it's literally like a fire burning inside of me, but not just of energy. It's like I can feel the heat. Um, just feel like I'm not gonna. I don't feel like any desire to act or to do anything. Something else that's been happening though, like lately, I think I mentioned this in my last video. I've been really called to like live my soul's truth. I mean, obviously, I've always thought I'm living my truth. I've always done like creative things and things that I've been passionate about, but I started to really detach from it like 2 years ago. But it's taken me time to like find what really does resonate to me, and to like have the courage to just be like, I can make money from this. I think before, see, I've always worked in like creative fields, um but I think before I worked for people, like had clients, and that's what I feel the shift. Like I feel like I want to be in charge now of like, because I feel like the creation is more pure. I'm not saying I'll never ever work for anybody again on a one-off project, but I feel this real kind of need to be, like creating art that's from myself, like from my inside, rather than like creating art to fit, something someone wants, or to fit art that fulfills a brief, right? Like I feel a lot of calling to, yeah, just create, and also like spiritual workshops, and yeah, like events, and kind of back to just things that are, you know, teaching people art and definitely painting, and yeah, just things where I'm in control of what I put out and I'm in control of the vision. And this has been really, really big for me. And it's like trusting that I can do that as well. And I feel a big part of this is like I feel like I'm setting up um, my twin flame mission, and I think I kind of, you know, at points maybe thought that that would evolve when I met the person, and we were in like a deep union together. And now I'm kind of realizing how it's really important for me to set that up of like to be living the life of my dreams prior. I feel like now the person is just like slotting in, and of course we may then decide to do other things together, because I know the union is like more important than any particular thing, and it will be a process of like waking up and feeling what you're inspired to do. But I feel like I've started embracing that life off my own back. Like I can wake up and I just think, what am I inspired to create today? And it's that kind of freedom that I'm creating for myself now. Whereas I've always been like freelance and I've always had a certain level of freedom, I'm now really tapping into that like true freedom of like literally what do I want to do today. And I love doing multiple things as well, you know, like have so many, you know, not that qualifications mean anything, but I've done like so many like things in my life. And I want to dip into them all. I want to, and I think the closer we get to union, the more gifts we get as well, and the more we realize we are the creators. We can do anything we want. Like, you know, I wasn't an artist like a couple of years ago, and now I'm selling my art, like, you know, and I just made the decision that I wanted to try art, you know, and I feel like we will get into this energy where anything is possible. You know, I did blockchain for a bit, vlogging, like I love making spiritual videos. You know, I'm sure I'll pick up photography again in some way. I love the feeling of just being able to tap in and explore things, and I feel this is a big part of that like union energy. So yeah, I feel like I'm creating that life, and when I look back, you know, like I said, I've had more than one person that I thought was my twin flame on this journey, and you know, there has been like some of mine have been a lot more triggering, and there's one, I mean, all of them have shown me my wounds. I mean, there's not like loads here, like it's a small amount of people, but there has been more than one. And there was one experience where I felt like I was kind of living the perfect life in that like bubble period, like because we just woke up and kind of created together, and at that point I didn't even do all the things that I'm doing now, you know. And I'm realizing that that is definitely the kind of energy that I want to move into, and now I feel like I'm fulfilling it off my own back, you know. And I feel like I'm actually creating that prior, which I didn't even realize would be the case. I thought it might happen as an after thing, but yeah, I feel like I'm creating the perfect union life for it to just then be stepped into. Definitely feeling empowered, feel like beautiful and like sexy, not in like a lustful way, but I feel all of these things. And the irony is, you know, like I'm 8 years old or whatever than when I started this journey, and when I probably hated myself and thought that I was like really unattractive, and it's like comes what I was like in and out, so I modeled, so I was like very insecure and unconfident and never felt good enough, but then on some level had the ego of, you know, I had that real contrast. And now it's like that feeling of really just feeling like beautiful as a unique expression of yourself, you know. And yeah, like it's taken me a long time to get there, and a lot of feeling rejected and feeling not good enough to then kind of come out of that in that way. And that's always an ongoing process, right? But yeah, I don't know, I just feel like it's here, and I just feel like it's here for more than just me, like union. But I feel it's just obviously a reflection of the inner union, but I do feel there's energies that are like pushing us into that place at the moment. And, you know, it might just be collective consciousness that there's so many of us evolving now and coming into that place and finding that place of wholeness and like working on clearing ourselves, that it's like a big push for us all to kind of rise. Like manifestation is just such a different thing now. It's so much easier. And I still been like, you know, I've been in and out of manifestation, but I really see it as a massive part of union. Like the trust and the belief and the knowing. And sometimes these mini manifestations are amazing because they really help build your trust, you know, and understanding of the dynamics and the way things work. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say today. I hope everybody is doing well, and yeah, it'd be great to hear from you all in the comments. And yeah, bye for now.